going on, everybody? We got everybody back here tonight. We got Moose back finally off of his little hiatus. I don't know where the fuck he was at, but hey, whatever. Apparently, we weren't good enough for him for a few weeks.
Hey, easy.
Hey, that's what it felt like. You were in Florida.
Helping my grandmother move, which was absolutely fucking miserable.
I would assume in Florida, yeah.
Never in my life had a miserable time in Florida until now. 100%. Suck shit.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Moose. We're glad you have rejoined the ranks of the Truckin Dad Chronicles.
Hey, glad to be back, guys. Glad to be back.
Hey, my video finally downloaded.
Hey,
Finally.
after 15 minutes of waiting.
Right. Anyways, welcome everybody out there in Facebook land, YouTube land, wherever you're at, wherever you may be. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We have a special episode tonight. We got all kinds of shit to talk about because, well, the world's fucking falling apart. So, without further ado, why don't we talk about some shit about the world falling apart?
Yeah. Shall we?
What are we starting with?
Topic number one.
Where do we even fucking begin?
You want to start with my truck driving bitch of the week? Because we can start with that and get it out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Real quick. You guys are obviously not truck drivers. I am. And there's truck drivers probably listening right now. In the comments, which I need to pull up. There they are. Robert's too dark.
She said,
"No, you're good. You're good now." That was prior. That was prior.
Right.
That was 2 minutes ago. Okay. Chris Crane, I actually talked to you about this today. Anyways, so you know how like big trucks on the road, you pass them all the time because they have speed restrictions, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's not a government imposed thing. It's a company imposed thing on each driver. Hey Jim, like our trucks where I work at are governed 65 mile an hour. Now, as you know, in Ohio, the speed limit in most most of your highways are 70.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel as though that it's unsafe for a semi to be running under the speed limit on the highway when you're running the speed limit as a four-wheeler? Robert, what do you think?
I think you should be up to speed.
Moose?
I think you should be governed at the speed limit, honestly.
The speed limit, yes, I agree.
Yeah, at the speed limit. The 5 mile an hour difference, I mean, it sucks, and it's not. I don't think it's unsafe. I think it's more just kind of annoying. I don't find it really unsafe because most of the time y'all kind of just chill in your own lane and do your own thing, whatever.
Well, some of us do. Some of us are jackasses and they don't do that.
Yeah, we'll say the ones that aren't fucking idiots.
The super truckers like to pass people. Now, me, I've gotten used to the 65. Now, what about how does this make you feel when you're in a 2-lane, like 71, where it's 4-lane, two on each, two northbound, two southbound? How do you feel when you see a truck trying to pass another truck when they're both governed at like one's at like 66 and one's at 65?
No, that pisses me off. Oh god, dude, that hits me different.
Right, because you're back there and it's like 10 minutes before they pass each other because they're comparing dick sizes going back and forth. Yeah, that's annoying, right?
But again, that also comes down to the truck drivers, right?
It does come down to the truck drivers
being assholes at that point. Like,
right,
y'all just needs to chill out.
Yeah. What do you think, Bob? You drive a lot. You're on the road a lot.
Yeah, I'm on. I give them. First of all, I give all the men and women that driving the trucks. I give you all kudos because one, you have to put up with a lot of crap. Not only
that's very true.
No one watches out for themselves anymore. It's all about let's get there as fast as we can, and defensive driving skills are out the window. But going back to on 71 heading northbound, and it's sometimes it's a burden to watch you guys.
It's a burden. You're so nice.
Yeah, watch you guys compare sizes to each other going that 65 66 mile an hour. But I get it. You got to let let the other guy go, power down a little bit, drop the hammer just a little bit less.
There comes a time when you're in that situation. Actually, I was in it today on 35. I was passing the guy and he decided, oh, wait a minute, that's a target. That's a target driver passing me.
That's a company truck.
Right. And fuck him. And I'm at his nose. Like I'm right here with him.
You're drag racing.
Basically, he speeds up.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, okay, so you could have went faster than me the whole time, but yeah, you chose to do it when I'm already in your lane and I got people backed up behind me. So what do? I hit my brakes and back in behind him.
Yeah, there you go, cowboy. Come on.
Right. I'm not a guy that does that that nonsense, but I just think it's unsafe that we're not running the speed limit. I think honestly there should be a law that's somewhere along the lines of, I really hope I just lose all my notes. Somewhere along the lines of like if an X percentage of your highways in your state, your home state, are 70 miles an hour, highway wise, then I think your truck should not be governed any less than 70 mile an hour. Like down in Texas, you have 80 mile an hour highways. Most of the highways in Texas are 80 mile an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
80. Okay.
I had my first experience with a governed vehicle that I had to drive all the way back from Florida.
Say what now?
I said I had to drive a big ass Penske truck back from Florida.
Oh, those are fun.
Oh, big old
big old box truck.
Billboard on wheels.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you, we hit Georgia, big ass storm, and the gusts of wind were insane. Like I'm looking at coming out of Florida into Georgia, I'm looking at palm trees that are just bent over.
Oh yeah, nice.
And I'd never experienced it before, so I've never driven a box truck like that far. So I experienced all kinds of shit all the way down there, and I have the utmost respect now for y'all if y'all ever have to drive in a storm, because that is the craziest shit that I've ever felt.
I was just doing one today.
This morning. Yeah.
All over the road, dude.
I was coming out of the West Virginia Turnpike, out of the gorge, coming back toward Charleston today, and I went through that toll booth, and I was like, man, it looks windy out there. The rain was
raining sideways.
It was like, sideways rain. The rain came from the bottom. No, really, it was. I was like, holy shit! I was talking to Lindsay on the phone. I'm like, man, I'm about to call you back. This looks fucked up. And I proceeded past the toll booth where it actually opened up, where you actually come out of the gorge down there, and it was like a fucking hurricane. The wind whipping through that valley, dude. And I was empty in a dry van. I was like this.
You swaying?
Oh man, you think it's bad in a box truck? You gotta have a 53-foot.
That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I have the utmost respect.
Yeah,
because I never understood. I mean, obviously it's gonna be crazy, but I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, it sucks,
dude. And an asshole trucker story I have for you, if you wanna hear mine.
All right, real quick, because we got to move on. Hurry up.
Yeah, real quick. On the way home from Florida, I'm following my dad the whole way in his Suburban, and we're coming through. We're on a straight lane on the highway, and then there's a lane that merges into us. And this trucker, I mean, he's hauling ass, and there's a whole lane. It doesn't merge into the next lane. He's got his own lane. He's going so fucking fast that he can't make the turn all the way, so he literally just flies into my dad's lane and missed his car by 1.5 foot. About just completely took him the fuck out. Right in front.
Was it a Swift truck?
No, I think it was an owner operator. It was the truck itself was black, and it had a no label on the.
He was late. He was late, and he had to be somewhere.
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
That's why I like the company I work for. Chris and I work for the same company. In the comments, they give us enough time to get where we're going. We don't have to worry about being late.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, it works out really well.
Safety first.
Yeah. Yeah, they say, you are the captain of your ship, and that's how it should always be. So, all right. So, anyways, I'm glad your dad's all right. That actually happened to me and Lindsay in Nevada or Arizona. I don't know. We were coming back from Vegas, going back to Phoenix, and we almost got taken out by a semi. I'm sure she remembers. Well, I know she does, because she actually still talks about the event. Because she called the trucking company, they just didn't seem to give a shit. So,
yeah. My ex and ex-daughter rolled the budget truck. You remember that, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah, she rolled a 26-footer.
I do remember that now. Yeah, she said worst experience ever. It scared the hell out of her. Lindsay hates driving beside semis. If she gets beside one on the highway, she's zoom, gone. Hey, Lindsay, if you would share this video and tag a whole bunch of people. And also, Chris, do the same thing for me. And if you do that, the next time you're in Washington Courthouse, I will buy you ranchers for dinner.
All right.
There we go.
And Lindsay,
there we go.
He will buy you, I don't know, something tomorrow.
I'll buy you love.
Oh.
So I guess I can officially say now, I don't know if everybody knew or not, that we are expecting another child.
Ta-da!
Yeah, we're expecting another child.
Yay! Oh, you better give me there you go. Yeah.
Glad that's out now. It was getting real hard to keep my mouth shut.
Hold on a minute. The applause is too loud. I can't hear you.
Here we go.
Hey, Austin. Hey, what's up, man? What'd you say, Moose?
I said I'm glad that's out now because I was getting really hard to keep my mouth shut. Like when we were on the podcast, like it almost just like conversation.
Oh, you have no idea. I was about to up. No.
Yeah, he was the same way. I was the same way too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimbo. Appreciate it, buddy. Actually, we will be finding out the gender here in the next couple days. We had the blood test done, and we're gonna do a little gender reveal with the family. We're gonna do a little gender reveal with the family on. Well, actually, Lindsay's mom, Gail, is in the comments. She's flying in on Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. She's going to be our guest next week, right?
Yes, she is. She's going to be a guest next week on the podcast here.
There you go, Gail.
I'm gonna have a nice little chair out here for her, a little boom stand with microphone. Yeah. She doesn't want to be on camera, which is fine. She wants to be on camera. We just want to hear her voice.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, she's very, very political, and she loves to fight politics. So. Oh, yes, she is, Lindsay. You'll get a special surprise.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Special surprise.
You better tune in next week to see this.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Yeah. So next Thursday we will know a gender. So.
You're not gonna do it on the air.
I might do it,
or tape it.
We might,
tape it for review. Yeah.
We're gonna video it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna take. Hopefully, I hope Bubba. If Bubba's listening, I hope he's home actually. When we do it, because I want him to fly my drone and videotape it. Like,
I'll fly your drone.
I don't know. Have you ever flown a drone before?
Everything's worth the first try.
Yeah, not with my drone.
Oh, why not?
Because it's.
Come on now.
Tell her to bring pizza. No, Jimmy. She lives in Arizona, buddy. If she lived in New York, we'd be begging her for pizza and bagels. Believe me.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, I want to get that out there to everybody that didn't know, that doesn't follow me on Facebook or Lindsay, which I'm sure most of you probably do. But anyways.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so moving on, talking about kids.
Talk about kids.
Moose, I know you don't have any kids yet, but maybe one day
that he knows of.
Yeah, you might have a couple of legitimate little shits running around out there. Who knows?
Look at him shaking his head.
Look at me, looking like an old man. I got to hold my phone far away. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Schools,
Dayton, Ohio.
So let's talk about schools and what they're teaching right now. You know, they're indoctrinating our children into the liberal belief system. I believe. They really are. They want kids to hate America these days. I feel like, taking the Pledge of Allegiance out of the classroom because it says God in it. And that did they do that at Trace?
Hasn't that been like a thing for a long time now?
I still think they say the pledge.
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of your small town schools, they're kind of like, we're not doing that kind of thing. But a lot of your like big city schools, I guarantee the school I went to doesn't do it anymore.
Well, my big thing is not even so much that is now they think they're pushing to the thing that it's okay to teach kids about like second graders, for instance, about transgenderism and the 72 virgins or the genders or whatever the fuck it is. There was a governor, I think it was Governor, I wrote it down, Phil Murphy. He was pushing the teaching of you can have boy parts but still feel like a girl to second graders. You can have, now let me say it again. You can have boy parts but still feel like a girl.
Let's just confuse the fuck out of some children.
Of a second grader.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. I'm sorry, but it makes me sad for my child that's here and my one on the way that
they're
going to have to grow up in a world where there's different genders other than male and female. And we talked about this before, but it's really irritating me. Kids are supposed to go to school to learn how to be positive contributors to society. That's what it's for, right? They teach you how to live and how to do basic common tasks. That's what it's for. It's
supposed to.
It's to show you how to live and be a positive contributor to society.
Yeah, those are the goals.
Right. But it's not that anymore.
No.
When we were in school, Moose, what year did you graduate? What, like
2013?
Jesus. Yeah. When we were in school, it was, in high school, it was, we had like shop class and computer classes. Computers were getting big, and we had like, remember that class? I don't know if you got it or not, but they actually taught you how to like write checks and balance a checkbook.
No, we didn't have that class. Actually, yeah, we did. It was I
forget the name of the class.
It was a group. It was a project. A company came in that basically gave you checks. And,
but still, you learn how to do stuff like that, because then that was important. We didn't all have debit cards where we can swipe it and 2 seconds later pull up on our phone and see our balance.
Well, we didn't have that back then.
Right.
You either had cash in hand, or you had to write a check
and write it down in your check bin and in your ledger.
And a registry. Yeah.
And subtract it. And I don't know how many times I got that thing all fucked up.
Hey, Rob, are your kids cursive?
Yeah. They do cursive. Yeah.
Well, that's good too.
Teach them in school?
Yes, they're taught that. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because my whole school system, I'm pretty sure that shit stopped with me, or like within two classes of me. They do not teach. Yeah.
It's not pretty by all means, but
man, when I was in school, they stressed cursive. It was like a big deal. Yeah. It's like, hey, you're learning cursive, it's like a big thing, and you get excited about it. And I really I had good penmanship for a left-handed guy. I mean, I really had like pretty handwriting, and I liked cursive. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't know. They're really, like I said, they're indoctrinating our kids into a political party's belief. That's bullshit. They're trying to get them to be Democratic voters. They want them to be left-wing liberals. They want them to vote for who they choose, which is the Liberal Party. They want that. I mean, when you go to school, I have a buddy that has a kid in school, Unioda. It's in Chillicothe, right? Unioda. His daughter's a senior this year. Every day she has government. I think it's government class. The last 15 minutes of the class, you know what they do? They watch CNN.
Oh, that's the best right there.
The Communist News Network.
Yeah.
They watch the worst news channel you could ever watch. And that's what they force them to watch for 15 minutes every day. And they have a fucking quiz on what they watched the next day to make sure they actually were paying attention to the bullshit news.
Wow.
CNN.
Wow. That's wild.
News stations are bought and paid for by the elite. We know that.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it's crazy because it was so different when I was in school, because when we had our government class or whatever, it was so middle of the road. There was nobody. You weren't really supposed to talk about your side or the other. It wasn't like that. It was we're teaching you the fundamentals of government.
Yeah, it's everything.
We're teaching you what government is, what government does, this and that. There was no nobody ever came to me or taught me and was preaching one side or the other side. Even when people started to get into arguments about it because their parents felt this way about one side or the other, whatever, that shit got shut down. It was over. They're like, no, we're not having this discussion. That's not what this class is for. But nowadays, it seems like this is what we want to write about.
Right. And now, since you graduated in 2013, and them teaching you what the government, this is the government, and now what's your perspective? And oh my goodness, we're with the government, and the government's here to help me. And
I honestly couldn't tell you, and this is how much they didn't teach. The government wasn't about politics.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you exactly how much it was not about politics. Was honestly, I had no idea the difference between a Democrat and a Republican.
I didn't either. Honestly, I didn't know.
I didn't know the Democrats were, against gun rights, and things of that nature, freedom, basically. And then, you had your right wings that were for guns. That was a big thing here with my dad, especially before he died. He was a big gun guy. And I had no idea that's what, just that difference. I didn't know. So honest to God, I'll be 100% honest. I was, I liked John Kerry back when I graduated high school. I never voted for him, but I liked him, and I didn't know why I liked him. I think it was just because everybody was talking about John Kerry, John Kerry. There is no difference. You are right. There's no difference in the system anymore, but there used to be.
Right.
But there still is a difference, though. Honestly, you can't. There's no difference because there is, because at least the Republican Party does stand for things that we believe in.
Well, and you also got to look at it too. You know, when we were growing up, the mainstream media really wasn't left.
No,
they were more
centered.
They were more centered.
Yeah,
they didn't have that. They didn't have that cash influence, you know, in their pocket of, hey, now we have to do it this way.
Pfizer and you know, fucking everybody.
So, you know, the reporting was basically, you know, they reported, you know, they told you what was going on. You know, there was no bias, you know, like, you know, for Biden, you know, he would, you know, if you would go back 20 years today and Biden being president and him getting up there and talking to a group that he spoke to today.
Right.
And, you know, everything that came, you know, out of the president's mouth of, well, he's, you know, he was a professor for 4 years, which is not true. And, you know, they would report that and they're like, where did 4 years, 4 years of your life, you was a professor? Really?
Yeah.
You know, I even went back and I looked looked it up on Wikipedia and it didn't say anything.
That man's never had a real job in his life, I don't think.
Oh, he's, you know, his career, you know, that's
was a career politician.
Yeah.
So, like, Zeke, what you said in the comments there about they're all bought and paid for by corporations. Yes, they are. They 100%. But
You're
they
voting.
still, but like, you know, you still have your right, you still have your left, you still have, you know, your moderate, your libertarian party. But the libertarian party, unfortunately, is where I'm kind of at, but they don't really make a difference. But like, you still have two parties and you still have people on the right that believe the fundamental rights of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
Correct.
And then you have the left who absolutely can't stand America. They hate everything about freedom of speech. They hate the Second Amendment. They hate every amendment there is. They hate everything.
Well, it's you know, a lot of that is it's their opinion and their opinion counts, and that's all that matters.
Right. Well, it's only their opinion that counts because nobody else's does. Like AOC, that crazy nut. She's out there. But you know what? Real quick, she said something smart here today. Can you believe I'm saying this out loud? AOC said something smart. She said something along the lines of, come primary time, the Democrats are in trouble.
Oh, yeah. They know it.
They know it, and then it's going to happen. So not really so much about that. I'm just irritated that they're teaching kids in school about the 72 genders. And, you know, here's the thing that pisses me off. Like, when we were in school, too, like, you learned about the Holocaust, didn't you?
Yep. We did.
You learned about Judaism.
Uh-huh.
You learned about different religions, didn't you?
Correct.
I did too. And I thought maybe I was like misremembering things, but like they don't teach that anymore either. But yet they won't teach about the Holocaust and the genocide of all the Jews. You know, they won't teach that anymore. They won't teach about what Judaism's about. They won't teach what Christianity's about, but they'll teach about Muslims.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to Islam. You know, I'm not trying to dog any religion, but they will teach that, and they will teach kids that they don't have to, you know, you don't have to be a boy or girl. You can be a transgender alien fuckface. And I don't understand it. I really don't. Yeah, I want my kids to be in private school. I don't want them to go to public school. Public school is a fucking disaster.
Yeah, it's all depending on where you're at in the country.
Well, Florida.
Where you're at in the country, or even where you're at, even in your state, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like your small town schools probably out there by you, they're probably not that bad.
They don't teach the Holocaust anymore, sweetheart. I don't believe. They don't teach about it because it's a religious thing.
Actually, our school district.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, I know under the Common Core deal, they weren't teaching it.
Yeah, Layla had, my oldest,
had
some questions about it.
She shouldn't have even had any questions about it. They should have taught her everything there is to know about it.
You know, it was.
Well, you know what I'm saying, though. Yeah. But I don't believe they don't go into it like they used to.
No, they don't.
I mean, I remember pictures in the book and history books and shit.
Yeah, but like, how did a small town boy like me coming from? I just got a text from what I said on the podcast there. Transgender alien fuckface. How did a small town boy like me, know anything about Judaism or, well, I mean, I married a Jewish woman, but, it's weird because in this community now, you ever notice, like, we walked into Walmart. This has been when she first moved here. Because we didn't have a menorah. Yeah, I got lost when we moved or something. We walked into Walmart in Washington Courthouse, and Lindsay said, "Do you have any menorahs?"
And they're like, "What?"
They didn't know what it was, and she said, "It's the candle thing." And and the guy said, "Sweetheart, you can type in the comments." The guy said, I can't remember, something along the lines of, "Oh, I think my brother's into that cult," or something like that.
So,
damn.
Well, believe it or not, I knew more about Judaism than the most people. Because I went to school with one of my friends. She was Jewish.
Yeah, we had a guy in our school was too.
And
but I knew, I don't know how I knew about it. I think because I found it so interesting. I've always found religion interesting, so I always kind of like was drawn to reading about things. The guy said, "Oh, I think my nephew's into that." That's what he said.
My nephew.
Yeah, my nephew. Oh, I think my nephew's into that. What do you fucking think it is, dude? Do you think we're fucking going out and fucking like chanting and sacrificing goats at an altar? What the fuck?
Oh, bring in the snakes.
I think I always found religion interesting, but for different reasons.
There's a lot of different reasons religions are interesting. I agree.
I mean, for different reasons, as in, like, I just feel like, I don't know. I'm not much of a religion person. I feel like it's just a bunch of brainwashing bullshit. But
well, it's not. It's I'm gonna take the high road on this.
No. Don't tell me. I mean, I'm always down to hear.
It's religion will affect you differently in different time periods of your life.
100% agree with that.
If you in your teens, your mid-20s, to your 30s, to your 40s, to your 50s, and whatever time period you're in, you will have a different view of what religion means to you than it will 5 years from now or 5 years ago.
Right.
So
I agree with that. That's actually a really good way to look at it.
So yeah,
you get this for that.
I get that. Okay.
You get the applause. That was really, really good.
You like that? Huh?
I do.
And because I could tell you, I was down that road and and fought with it for years, and there was a turning point, and I have a different perspective about it today.
Right, and that's like you said 10 years ago.
No.
It was different.
Yep, that's right. So, today, Moose, you may think it's, it's a cult or, it's whatever, but I'm guaranteeing it today. Mark my word. In 10 years from now, I'm hoping you will have a different perspective on it.
I mean, I'm not going to deny it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I don't know. The way that I look at life is I believe in just being a fucking good person. Like, I don't really like look at it through a book of any kind or anything like that. You know what I mean? I just genuinely think, like, if you're just like, be a good person, don't be a dick.
Right. That's right. And there's, that is 100%, God's honest truth. If everyone was that, upfront, straightforward, I do good, you do good, we'd be living in a
but that's the problem though. Not everybody's like that. I mean, you have religions that want to kill people.
Well, you do.
So
that's where I get so mixed up when it comes to religion. Like, because it's just so fucking crazy to me. Like the Crusades, that shit. Like, we learned about the Crusades. That is wild to me.
Yeah, and like I said, but that was a different, that was a different time in history,
right?
When that happened. Now, if you think about that today,
but I also think of like how many wars are fought based on religion. How many people die because of
every war?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's why, like, I'm so foggy about religion. Like, so many people die because of different books.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's agree to disagree on religion because
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just telling you
no.
why I feel the way I feel. That's all.
no, and that's fine. Everybody should have everybody feel the way they feel. You're
Yep.
probably more like Lindsay. Lindsay doesn't really care about religion too much either. Gail, I want to address your comment there. Yes, Russ is Jewish by injection because he was the rabbi in our wedding.
Oh yeah.
Robert was also in our wedding, so I
Yeah.
guess does that make him? He said Mazel Tov. So
Yeah. Gail, am I now part of the? Am I part of the family now?
we just got out of a 20-year war due to religion, right? Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Zeke. 100%. All religions are based off of war, more or less. They've all been started because of war, and war. Religion is what it is. It shouldn't be what it is, but it is what it is. Does that make sense? I know it sounded fucked up, but it's true. Religion should make you spaghetti. I don't know what the fuck that even means, but I love spaghetti.
I have no idea.
I don't either. You get the fart comment for the night.
Mr. McFly over there.
Yeah, Brooks, I agree. Love, right? Yeah, love. Boy or girl, though?
Oh, here we go.
Well, girl, boy, but girl, boy, boy,
Love,
girl.
love is love.
Love is love as long as you claim your parts.
Yeah.
As long as you claim the right parts, love's love. How's that? So no, really, so religion is what it is. Like you said, if everybody in the world would just say, hey, live by the golden rule, do unto others as you want to have done unto you, right?
That's right.
If everybody would live by that fucking rule, this place will be amazing. Your invisible man in the sky doesn't like my invisible man in the sky. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Or I don't like you because you committed a fatwa or whatever the fuck Larry David said. I don't know. But yeah, it's shit like that. So anyways, we're moving on. Fuck all this religion talk. We're done.
Hey, now.
So
It's Easter weekend.
let's talk about Elon Musk for a second.
Yeah, hey.
Buy Twitter. Please, for the love of God, buy Twitter.
Let's talk about my dude, Elon. I've got to call into his people. I got to call into my people that know his people, that know his real people, that know the people that actually work with him, and then the people beside him. So it's kind of real far down the line, but I got to call into him.
So we're going to get called back from maybe
we might call back from the janitor at SpaceX. Or
that's what I was going to ask. Is
Maybe.
Janitor,
Yeah.
And nothing wrong with that.
Right.
They they answer questions too.
Okay. So Moose, I don't know if you knew this or not, Robert. So earlier today, we know that Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter at a whopping 50. What was it? Chris, correct me. 54.20 a share, I believe, which was $9 over the opening price of Twitter. Well, about 2 hours ago, and I'm sure Mr. Crane, I wish he would buy Facebook. Yes, I said that actually in a post.
I felt that shit in my soul.
Hey, actually, right here in my notes on my phone, it says, I sure wish he'd buy up Fuckbook and shut down their anti-American, anti-free speech, fact-checking bullshit. I have that wrote down right here.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
So, okay, for a full price of $42 billion, but $54.20 a share. Anyways,
Here we go.
2 hours ago. This is breaking news 2 hours ago. Let me find it.
Da-da-da. Fox News. Breaking
This is
news.
Daily Wire.
Daily Wire. Sorry. Daily Wire.
Elon Musk no longer Twitter's largest shareholder.
Really? He sell it off?
No, after another company buys up its stake in the company.
Oh.
Who do you think bought up stake in the company to kick Elon out of the top shareholder?
Oh, I got this one.
Who do you think? You probably don't know who it is, honestly. But
The government can. The government can.
Vanguard Group.
Who the fuck is Vanguard Group?
The Vanguard Group.
There's a bunch of people in that one.
The Vanguard Group is an investment management company, privately held, founded May 1st, 1975 by John C. Bogle in Malvern, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They specialize in mutual funds, exchange traded funds. They're brokers, asset managers, and sub-advisory services. What did I just get sent here? He actually, okay. So my buddy just sent me the largest shareholders of Twitter. They bought a lot, huh? 152 million.
Boy, they opened up their wallet today, didn't they?
Yeah.
They're scared.
Oh yeah.
So they're based out of
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania, but it's
you know what? They're Amish.
No, Malvern, Pennsylvania. I was trying to read a little bit about him before we started here, but I didn't get a chance. But Vanguard launched a fund plus United Kingdom.
I think
I'm sure if you dig into it, you're going to find that there's a lot of people tied to this company.
Oh, I'm sure.
It probably goes deep.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to. I was actually talking to my buddy today about this, and I said straight up, I'm like, you know what? They're fucking scared.
Oh, yeah.
First off, I knew when he offered to buy Twitter, they were going to fucking be like,
yeah,
it was going to be a mad scramble to try and buy up as much stock as they could so they could.
Well, that was the reason why he didn't join the board. Because they offered him a seat on the board.
Yep, and he said no.
You know why he said no? Because at that point he couldn't own any more than 15% of the company.
Right. You're allowed only so much.
14.99% is all you can own.
Yep,
as a board member.
Yep, as a board.
So he turned that seat down, and I knew when he did that he had something in the works. I wasn't stupid. I don't think anybody was. But now this Vanguard Group said "fuck you," and they bought more. So now I'm waiting for his comeback.
Oh, tomorrow will be a beautiful day.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
So the
I hope he mic drops these motherfuckers just like
the thing is he could probably mic drop Vanguard Group.
Oh, 100%. It's Elon Musk. He's also a savage and he's hilarious.
Russ, I believe the reason he offered $54.20 a share was it was over the asking price of the share. So when you buy a stock, if there's not shares to be had, you can offer more money to buy those shares. So people will say, "Hey,
I have some.
I got some for you."
Yeah,
so basically, you're just offering a higher price to get that stock back, to buy that stock. But like when I go to buy stock, I try to undercut the motherfuckers.
What's Twitter stock at right now? What's it cost per share right now?
Close the business today. I don't know. We'll find out real quick here.
I'm about to buy some.
I'm sure Chris will probably tell us in the comments.
It's not 54.20.
45.08.
There we go.
That was closed today.
Shit, it's about to be a war. I'm about to buy some stock in Twitter.
Well, depending on how it goes, you could either make it or they're going to break you.
So he offered $54.20 a share today at open at 9:30 a.m. It was at where are we at? 48.42. And it plummeted to 45.27 and close of business today. Yep. It's after hours trading's at 46.66. Oh, that's good. 666.
Oh.
What's your predictions, guys? What do you think's gonna happen tomorrow? You think Elon mic drops these dudes?
Well,
see, the thing is, he can't just mic drop them. I don't believe he has to file with the SEC.
Oh yeah.
And he has to go through all the hoops to get approved to buy it if he's going to buy a controlling interest in the company, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a thing called a hostile takeover, which I don't know shit about because I know they were talking about that too. But the other shareholders actually filed suit against Musk for the way he filed his SEC filings before he purchased the shares he purchased. There's something he did it some way where he was trying to get them cheaper than what they were. I don't know. That won't go anywhere. But I really honestly hope tomorrow something happens. But I don't see how it can. I think his hands are tied.
Yeah.
He can offer more money to buy more shares to get a larger interest in Vanguard and have a really controlling interest in the company. He can do that. But that means people like you that own Twitter stock or you that own Twitter stock would have to say, okay, I'll sell mine. But he's going to have to offer it up enough money that's going to incentivize people to, take it. You buy a majority of the stock in a company outright, I believe. Maybe you're right. I don't know. A majority would be 51%. So I guess it would be a hostile takeover. If you bought 51% of a company, at that point you do control that company.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see. Elon had a controlling interest in the company at 9.2%. So just think that the board, what they have, they're all less than that.
Mm-hmm.
My God, how many people own Twitter?
I don't know.
Have you guys watched the Rogan episode where he interviews the head honchos at Twitter?
Hey, real quick, Brooks, you do the same thing, buddy. Thanks for jumping in and be safe out there on the streets. Hey guys, if you see a cop out there, wave at them because they do a shitty job. They don't get paid enough, and they need our love.
That's right.
They really do. So, Brooks, be safe out there, brother.
Absolutely.
He's here to go to work, so I just want to say bye. Hey, tell your friends if they want to tune into a podcast and laugh a little bit that a podcast that loves police officers. That's us. All right.
That's right.
Anyways, who's a pothead? 420 is in regards to marijuana. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, you're right. I didn't even think about that.
What's that?
Elon's a pothead.
Oh,
5420.
bingo.
What do you mean?
Dude. Hey. Yeah, Amber, go ahead and pop that link in the comments. It should pop right up. Yeah,
we'll do some show and tell. Go ahead, Amber.
that is really funny, actually. I never thought about that. Russ, you picked that one out, buddy. Good job. I'm going to buy you a drink in Mexico next month for that one.
There we go. All right, so we got Amber bringing some light to our story.
I just put it up on the screen if anybody wants to look at it. It's holdingschannel.com. You can check that out. We're going to pop it up on the screen here in just a second. So, yeah, but sorry.
Let's see it here.
Had pizza for dinner.
You had pizza?
Yeah. Let me tell you a story real quick while we're pulling this up. So, obviously, I told you my wife's pregnant, right? And we know that she's knocked up.
Oh,
I hope it's mine. No, I'm kidding. I know it's mine. I know it's mine. I'm just joking.
That producer's going to be coming down those steps.
She is. She'll be coming down here pissed off in a minute. No, I always tell people stupid shit anyway. So anyways, I gotta make a new tab here. She's had a little rough the past, but I think we're in week 14 now. Yeah. She's had a little rough going, nausea, and hadn't been eating much.
Yeah.
We've been trying to go get sushi.
Oh,
with Layla and everybody, and it's just like she just can't do it.
Oh,
she's maybe getting better. I think my dog farted.
I just seen you sniffing the air. Like, what the fuck was that?
I think Windsor farted.
He leaned over.
I did. I smelled it. Windsor farted.
I can't smell.
She said, please don't impregnate me again. I don't feel well.
No, she doesn't.
Well, how about that?
She doesn't feel well, poor thing. She really doesn't. I feel bad for her.
Billy.
All right, there's that.
All right, we're pulling up another tab here.
Okay. Let me remove that for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He definitely farted. It actually stinks really, really bad.
I'm surprised you guys don't hear my dog snoring on the bed behind me. She snores like a grown fucking man.
Well, he's passed out over here. He's comatose.
Yeah, he's out, man. He's done for. I'm trying
to pull us up.
Hey,
do I need to do a song and dance?
Amber, if you could send me that link in a message so I can copy it and paste it, because I can't do it from here.
We're having technical difficulties.
No, not really. I can't do anything because this is all like shitty. I don't know.
You need your glasses. You can't see.
I can't see anything. I'm like this, squinting to my screen. Yeah.
Lindsay, I think they have one down at
you guys go to Mexico soon?
TSC.
Yeah. Instagram will Amber.
A whole lot cheaper there.
Do what now?
I said, aren't you guys going to Mexico soon? It's a whole lot cheaper there.
For what?
Vacation. You can go on vacation and have a vasectomy at the same place. That's awesome.
Is that what she said in the comments? Her smart ass.
That's a 2-for-1.
If anyone has any suggestions on a reputable vasectomy places, let Billy know.
No, we're definitely okay on that.
We go on vacation and you can spend the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Mexico.
That's what I want, man. I want to go to Mexico and lay on the beach with a bag of ice on my sack.
And a beer in a hand.
Yeah. Y'all can go get booked. No, I'm kidding.
How's your vacation? That's a lot.
Oh, geez, that'd be horrible.
He said it's easier to unload a gun than keep shooting at a bulletproof vest.
Do what?
It's easier to unload the gun than keep shooting at a bulletproof vest.
Billy,
geez, unload a gun.
Billy can't read it. He needs the glasses.
I can't see.
He can't see.
Zeke, okay, wait.
Amber said, bro, so I just tried to open it in Chrome and it gave me a bunch of bullshit, so you might have to pull it up in DuckDuckGo. Oh, they're trying to hide this shit.
Oh,
They're trying to hide this shit.
Did Lindsay just use the emoji of a cat?
yeah, me. Are you little kitty kitty?
Oh, Billy is being a pussy about getting one, is what I'm assuming.
Oh, that's what that means.
All right, you know what, everybody, just shut the fuck up.
Oh man.
All right, here we go.
Everybody's picking on Billy right now. How's it feel, Billy? You all right? He can't see. We're being his interpreter. He can't read.
Oh, hey, I'm not gonna be able to see comments because I gotta blow this shit up.
All right,
Yeah,
let's check this out real quick
He ain't
here.
gonna be able to-
So,
you can't read that. Well, it's on the big screen.
yeah, I got it on my. God, we got Bob coughing over here. He had to even mute his own mic.
No,
Billy to the blind. Welcome to the Blind Billy podcast.
that's
yeah.
right.
Hey, as long as everybody on Facebook can see me squinting at the screen, but hey, those of you who are listening later, you don't know.
It's his eyesight. It's not. He's not having a 420 day.
No, man, my eyes are actually watering. I'm telling you. Okay, so Vanguard Holdings, for those that are not, yeah. So their
on, squirrel.
biggest.
Come on.
Yeah. Shut the fuck. Oh wow, this is weird. Okay, so if you go through here, Vanguard, what they own, and Amber, I got it to pull up. Obviously, you can probably see it.
That's awesome.
It's President Obama on TV. Wow. They their biggest their biggest holding is Apple Incorporated. Wow. They own one
By a lot.
hold on a million. That's a billion. 1 billion.
Yeah.
261,261,357 shares, I believe that would be.
Look,
Position size is 223 million. No, I can't be right. Because Apple stock's insane. Microsoft Corp. They own a lot of that. Amazon's number 3. Alphabet Incorporated. Well, these actually aren't. These are never mind. I think these are just in order by. I don't know what they're in order by. Wow, they own Berkshire
there's a
Hathaway.
really random one in there. There's like a super random one in there. Fucking Home Depot.
Yeah, well, Home Depot's they're owned by aren't they? I'm not gonna say it out loud. I want to do some research on that first.
Yeah.
Okay.
United Health, of course. That's United Health. Johnson & Johnson.
Pfizer.
This is the big one. Berkshire Hathaway.
Really?
What is that?
Berkshire Hathaway, they're just a multi-conglomerate kind of thing, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like P&G. They do a little bit of everything. But realtors, they do all kinds of stuff. But man, their stock is, you know how much a Berkshire Hathaway stock is? One share? Whew. Because overall, well, for one, over all these years, they've never, ever split their stock.
Yeah.
Ever. It's going to scare you how much it is. One share of Berkshire Hathaway.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Yeah, today closed at 517,000.
Jesus.
How about that?
Well, $517,000. Okay, so that just tells you how much money. Pfizer,
Wow.
Procter and Gamble, Bank of America, which is the most liberal bank alive. Let's see what else is kind of standing out here.
Walmart.
Well, yeah, but we won't go there. ExxonMobil, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I own some ExxonMobil stock actually. Walt Disney, hey, there we go. They're turning into a liberal fucking shit show too. So,
yeah, watch that price here real soon.
Yeah, it's going to tank. I think it will. It should. Thermo Fisher, Netflix. We have a diverse portfolio here, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Walmart, Intel, PayPal.
PayPal.
Well, they have Tesla.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they're buying into Elon anyway. They have Tesla and they have PayPal, which he doesn't own PayPal anymore. He sold it, but that was his thing. Wells Fargo, Texas Instruments. I'm looking Merck. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the pharmaceuticals.
Oracle Corp.
Into AT&T, Advanced Micro. Yeah, they're wow. They own a lot. Morgan Stanley, that's a big one. Starbucks. Oh man. Okay, so this place,
you name it, it's on the board.
Yeah, they own a little bit of everything. They're huge.
Holy shit!
And the list keeps going, don't it?
Wow.
Yeah, so there you go. Chris said Berkshire owns McLean, which is a trucking company. You ever heard of them? They deliver like candy and stuff and all kinds of other shit too.
No, they also do they do a restaurant, which is it Wendy's?
I don't know. Chris can answer that question. He worked for them.
Yeah. I remember
They
seeing
own Geico. Of course they own Geico.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get back off the screen. You want to see our faces because we're much, much prettier.
Ta-da.
Okay, so that's that. And yes, we're all puppets, and I agree.
Yep, we're all
100%. And that's the thing. We are completely. You know what? There was a Jim. It was on the comments here earlier. He sent me a video it was George Carlin that basically was talking about how every politician is bought and paid for. Freedom is an illusion. Freedom is 100% illusion anymore these days. And that no matter what, we don't have freedom of choice in this country. They pull over here and then they're doing something over here. They always trick us.
Yep.
They want you to go one way. I think they manipulate us, and we don't know. We don't know.
There's always something spinning somewhere else.
Yeah.
But we just can't. It's not coming to surface today. It'll come to surface.
People. Oh, dude was serious when he said about the spaghetti. People actually worship spaghetti.
Really?
You see
the flying spaghetti monster is the deity of the Church of Flying Spaghetti Monster of. I don't know. I can't even read that. And not because I can't see. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, we'll talk about that some other time because I definitely would like to bring that up now.
Oh, spaghetti.
The flying spaghetti monster is a real thing, a real god. Okay.
That's
okay.
lit.
Wow. So yeah. Anyways, we're controlled by the government. We're controlled by the elitists, and we always will be. The 1%, the ones that own like this company right here, Vanguard. Look at all the shit they own.
Oh yeah. The list keeps going on and on.
And you can dig and dig and dig, and it's like we have before. Like you find out things you don't want to find out.
Yeah.
Like Pfizer owning what was we talked about?
It was sponsoring the
Oscars.
Oscars, yeah.
Right. Just shit like that. There's things you don't even want to know.
They sponsor these media companies. That's why you see fucking Pfizer advertisements now on TV. Like every fucking news channel you turn to, sponsored by Pfizer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they want their name out there.
Yeah, that's right.
They want you to trust in them,
Let's get another shot. Another booster.
Yeah, one more booster. That'd be great. Let's keep doing it over and over again. And one more thing, and I'm just going to touch on this real quick. So Yahoo Finance article posted was the S&P 500 will plunge 11% by the end of 2022 as inflation shock sparks a recession. That's the Bank of America saying that, which is a liberal ass bank.
So if they're saying 11% by the end of 2022, and they're liberal, so let's bring us back. Let's bring
us into perspective here.
All right. So if they're saying 11%, I'm thinking it's more, and I'm thinking the timeline is less.
I would not. I would. The midterm elections are what, in November?
On November, yeah.
Need I say more?
Yeah. Say it happens before then.
I think it'll happen before November.
Yeah,
maybe. Don't mark. I mean, obviously, I'm not an economist.
You had it.
Economist.
Close.
Economist.
There you go.
Wow.
Hit the button.
I get this one. Man, oh
so
man.
Close.
So yeah, that's something to think about, guys. And I'll we'll talk more about that next week. We're getting kind of high on time here, so
we are. Time flies.
Well, that's not an accurate time, really. Let's see, what will we be at? We're actually
it is. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we started a little late there. Remember?
3 minutes. All right.
Yeah, we're at 53 minutes right now. So, anyways, guys, we'll talk about that next week. Think about that if you'll both be back with me next week, and everybody in the comments there. What do you think the big inflation shock and the big recession is going to be? Because I know it's going to happen. We all know it's going to happen. It's coming. We've been in a bubble for a long time with this economy. And what happens to every bubble?
It only gets so big and before it.
Right. Every bubble pops.
Pop goes the weasel.
Every bubble pops. Remember that, guys. Every bubble pops, and our economy is in a big bubble right now. So,
What are your predictions? How bad do you think it's going to be?
Oh God, I didn't even get to Hunter Biden today. Wow, that'll be next week too.
I'm hoping it's not that bad. It's gonna.
Is that hopeful thinking or realistic thinking? What do you realistically think is going to happen?
Realistically, I
think 11% is a realistic number. I'm
thinking it's higher.
It might be higher, but I think it's realistic to start at 11%. I do.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit higher. It's you
we're saying we're screwed.
Well,
Jim,
you're right.
There you go.
I like Zeke's comment.
You can go to your local store, any store, and just look at the prices. Look, start at Home Depot or Lowe's. Look at how much material cost.
It's actually came down a little bit. It did, and it definitely came down a little bit because the first of the year, like last year, wasn't like a 4x8 sheet of OSB like $60 or something.
Yeah,
it came down a little bit. It's not that now.
Oh, $62.
I don't know what it is now.
I bet my brother was on here. I bet he'd chime in because he knew how much it costs. Because we have a project we're trying to do, and we got to buy some OSB. And I said, price got to come down. Price got to come down. And it's just news media over in Dayton reported that you got labor shortage, you have supply shortage, you have construction cost, everything is adding up, and it doesn't paint a very good picture.
Well, and the other problem is too when this happens. Okay, so we're at 11% inflation right now.
Yeah,
that's where we're at.
That's what they're saying.
So technically, I think what do they say? Every year, inflation it happens every year.
Yeah,
but it's like 2% or something, right? 2.5%, I believe. Isn't that the common number of inflation every year when things are good? Yeah, scrap copper. That's true. I'll come down and help you. We'll drink some beer, and we'll just like split I'll take an eighth of your profits there, bud, just for the beer. No, so 2.5% or so is the average, I think, when things are good. Mm-hmm. We're 11% since Biden took office. That would have technically taken 5 years more.
Yep.
To get to that point. The problem is when we go into a recession, yes, everything drops, but inflation stays where it's at.
Come on now, build back better.
Yeah, build back better. Danny Pitzer, I need a raise. No, it does though. So your inflation is we're going to wake up one day. The market's going to take a big fucking tank, mm-hmm. but it's going to take a long time for everything to catch up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I don't mean the red shit you put on your hamburgers. I mean really catch up. It's going to take a while. It's not going to be the same day. Just like gas prices,
yeah.
It's going to be bad. 3% of cost of living increase every year. So I was right, 2.5% or so.
There you go. Thanks,
yeah.
Amber.
And that's about right. But like I said, what this ridiculously senile old fuckhead has done in his little over a year in office mm-hmm. would have taken Trump 5.5 years to do, to fuck us. So that's where we're at. Okay. I'm done ranting for the night. You guys all done ranting for the night?
I'm done ranting for the night.
Okay, great. So keep your kids out of public school.
Oh, now.
No public school for kids anymore. If you can afford it, keep your kids out of public school because you don't want them to turn out weird and think they're some alien transgender Peter Tuckin fuckface. So keep them out of school. Homeschool. Yeah, homeschool. Moose is over there smoking pot for Elon Musk. No, he's not. He's not. Well, hey, honestly, both of you, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate it. Moose, is good seeing your dumbass looking face again tonight. It's nice seeing you.
Glad I could put my dumbass face on the screen.
Bob, glad to see you again.
Pleasure to be here. And
everybody listening tonight, we had really good interaction tonight. Everybody jumping in there. I think how I did things actually works better tonight. So we're gonna do that next week.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have my video next week.
And you're gonna have your glasses.
and I won't have my glasses on. It's not going to be the Blind Billy podcast next week.
Me fucking too, because trying to read those stocks, I was dying.
Yeah, I know. Well, actually, I got them on my big screen over here. I got a 42-inch monitor, so it works well for me in my blindness. So, deuces, bro beans. I love Zeke so much. See you, buddy.
Later, Brotato Chip.
Deuces, bro beans. All right. Anyways, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and we appreciate it. Check us out at www.thetruckindad.com. From there, you can subscribe to all of our forms of media on YouTube. Get on there and subscribe to our channel, like our videos, give us a thumbs up, all that stuff. Also, make sure you check out at Robert Penrod 96 on TikTok.
We'll do that.
We are trying to get this man to go viral on TikTok at Robert Penrod 96. Check him out. Great videos. Share him. Tell your friends. We appreciate it. Moose's Instagram is also on the Truckin Dad website.
Oh, there you go.
So subscribe to the old Moose. Once again, thank you everybody for checking in. I really appreciate it. And anyways, like I always say, take care of yourself and everybody else. Until then, everybody, what are we going to say? Peace.